Okay, Chris Lipek here. I hope everyone is doing awesome today. Very excited to jump on this live stream because I did not want to do sales work today. We just had a new baby. I was in a conference all day yesterday, really shaking things up and changing things up, and I just did not want to prospect. But important and a critical part of doing sales work is consistently prospecting and being a sales ready organization from that perspective. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that the stream is flowing. I'm going to check it out right now, see what we got going on, and then we'll dive in. Okay, it does look like the stream is up on Facebook, which is awesome, and we'll go ahead and we'll check YouTube here and we'll make this happen together. Okay, so I want to do a quick recap before we jump in on why it's important to have the right sales tools and be a sales ready organization. And one of those tools that I want to highlight today is mindset. So when you think of other people here, okay, you know, we can call this person here a client or a potential client or a prospect. You have to understand that this person is on a journey, right? They're looking to go from a current situation or current state to desired situation or desired state. And your product or service, your company, is designed and in business to help certain people create and get to where they're going. But there's always a gap between, you know, when they first work with you and when they actually get the outcome that they're looking for. And even before you get the chance to work with them, there's this other gap. I call it the purchase gap or the buy gap. And this is really important. And this is to think about when you are setting up your sales organization, your sales team, your processes, and your systems. And the way that I like to think of that gap is really like a river, okay? And that river is, you know, there's white water, it's flowing, you don't know how deep it is, you don't really know what's in there. And in order to buy from your company, that person, that potential client, is going to have to cross that river. And we all know, especially in B2B sales, that that purchase experience, that customer journey, isn't always friendly to the buyer. And so our job as a designer, builder of the sales organization that is going to help consistently bring new revenue, new people, new opportunities into our organization is to help this client cross this river in the most efficient and safe way that we can. And so the way I like to think of a sales ready organization is really building the stepping stones that you as the guide is going to put in the river to help your buyer cross. So I think of the three categories or aspects of the sales ready organization as the sales people, the sales strategy, and the sales technology. And all of those aspects are really set up to be able to help your customer buy from you as smoothly and easily as possible without getting flushed down the river and into someone else's product or service or not changing their life at all. And so one of the first parts of the salespeople aspect of being a sales ready organization is really the person who is the salesperson who's going to come up here, whether that's you or someone you're looking to bring in your organization, is going to come up here and help this client buy, right? So a sale happens between two people. So your company needs to essentially be the guide that helps this client decide, is this the right river to cross? Is this the right solution that we're going to get to, right? Do you even want to cross this river? What is it going to take to cross it? And then once that starts to happen, then the guide starts taking these stepping stones that you've built out ahead of time and putting them in the river, whatever they may be, whichever parts of them you need, okay, whatever they are, and gets them in here so that this client can quickly and easily get from here across the river, okay, on these nice, fat, easy stepping stones that you've developed and made it really easy to ensure that the client gets to their desired situation. Okay, so that's really the purpose of the Sales Ready organization. It's building out all of these stepping stones, the sales people, sales strategy, and sales technology, so that whoever your guide is that's helping your client can have the tools, the systems, the processes to easily cross this purchase gap or purchase river. And one of the most important stepping stones is mindset and the psychology, the thoughts going on in your head, what you think about. And we all know that sales can be difficult sometimes. Like, I'm struggling with it today a little bit to do activity, but because I have the right internal tools and support, I'm able to cross over that, and I'll be making sales this afternoon. So I'm very excited about that. So I do want to go a little bit deep on mindset here and briefly talk about, the mindset pieces that I think are critical to being a sales ready organization. So, when I think of this, I think that it's important to understand your mindset, like what's going on in your head, because how you think affects how you feel, affects the actions you're willing to take. And those actions, based on the law of cause and effect, determine the results that you see. So it's really important that you are in relationship with yourself and understand what is going on with your own mind. Because like me today, if I didn't have the tools to shift and change what was going on internally for me this morning, then this afternoon I wouldn't be doing this video, I wouldn't be sharing this information, I wouldn't be making sales calls, and that would create a result, an outcome that isn't desirable. And if I didn't understand what was going on there, I would be in a lot of confusion and fear and worry. So that's an important part. But you also have to understand mindset from the perspective of the client, of the person that you're helping cross that river, because they don't want to cross. No one wants to cross a dangerous river and change. And then the last mindset component is really money. Like, how do you think about money? How do they think about money? Because when a sale and a purchase takes place, you're exchanging that energy of money. And if you don't understand what money really is and how to be comfortable with it and how to be in relationship with it, then you're going to fall out of integrity with the other person. They're going to fall out of integrity with you. And there's going to be things that happen in the exchange that either cause the exchange not to happen or people to be dissatisfied with what is going on. So as the guide, we'll start with you, and then if you can understand your own mindset and your own thoughts and how they work, and you have a solid foundation of behavior and psychology and mindset, not from a diagnostic perspective, but just from an awareness, so that you're not ignorant around how this works, then you'll be able to understand what's going on in the other person and help them move through that so they can get to where they're trying to go in their life. So the first thing with mindset that you really have to understand is that this is the whole thing. I know there's all sorts of different strategies and tactics, and there's a lot of coaches out there teaching mindset, but the basics of it are, how you think affects how you feel, and how you feel determines the strategies and tactics, the actions that you're going to take in your business, and those actions based on the law of cause and effect determine the results that you're creating. And so the easiest way to understand if you need to do some mindset work is to look at the results that you're creating in your business, financially, in your relationships, in your sales, in your top line revenue. And if they're not where you are, then you can start to trace that back. Am I taking the right actions? Do I have the right strategies and tactics? How do I feel? And ultimately, what am I thinking about? What are the stories and the meaning that I'm giving to the thoughts that are creating the results? Because creating the results in all aspects always is actually very simple. Like, making money is possible for all of us, and the knowledge to do it, is out there, and I can show you, and lots of people can show you different strategies and tactics. But if you don't feel good and you're not thinking the right thoughts, then you're not going to implement those things in your business, and you're going to be in a lot of resistance, and you're not going to get the results. So with that being said, you got to understand that, like, we have two parts of our brain. Like, we have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, and I like to think of it as the adult mind versus the child or the lizard mind. And so if you're operating subconsciously and you're letting your subconscious think about what's going on without intervening as an adult, then you basically have a child or a lizard. You hear the term like lizard brain or ancient brain running the show, and then you have a child or a lizard basically trying to help your client cross that river. And so even if you have the best tools, those best stepping stones, you have the wrong person, or you have the wrong thoughts, the wrong identity of yourself helping that other person cross that river. And that's really not a good mix there. That's a good way to get cold and wet, both for two people, not just one. And so what you want to do is you want to understand and begin to have some strategies and tactics so that you're showing up fully present in relationship as a adult that's in relationship with yourself, in relationship with the other person, and in relationship with money, so that you can make strategic decisions around helping the person and being invested in serving that other person and really showing up to help them and not be in your own emotional story, so you can go out and kick a lot of ass and help a lot of people and have a lot of fun doing it. So that's what I was thinking about today. So I had to get my thoughts dialed in, because I go into self-doubt, worry, fear. Those are childhood patterns, and you can research on why that happens and how that gets programmed. And I'd be happy to talk with you more about that if you want to understand how that works. But you take that, and it's directly applicable to building your sales ready organization and approaching your sales effort with the right mindset. So I hope that was super helpful today, and that you can use that to advance your sales this afternoon. Go out and make a sale this afternoon. And if I can help you, reach out to me. Be happy to have a conversation, see if we can get some clarity between us. Or if you're ready and you want to start working and building your sales organization, let me know. We can start right away. Thanks. Bye.